My process, it wasn't. I didn't really see any crazy things during my process. A crazy thing is I was going through that process, and then before that I was trying to join another fraternity that was D9, and I saw some crazy stuff when I was going through that. But I'm gonna talk about the one that I actually joined. But yeah, similar to y'all, like we had to dress in black, and they made us wait in the car. We had to go to a building that we didn't even know about at nighttime, and we had to wait for them to call us. And so when we got that call, they made us get out of our car, and then our pro-fight pulled up and like blindfolded us and put us in the car, and they just drove us. It was crazy. They drove us around the parking lot so we wouldn't know, because you know sometimes like you can sense where you're going by the directions and how you moving and stuff like that. So they was just driving in circles, and then they went and took us to where we was going. So after that, they made us line up. We was all in black, blindfolded still. Then after that, we had to go into this building, and the lights was off, but it was candles like on the table, you know, and it was like they said that we had to give our heart, mind, and soul to this fraternity, you know what I'm saying? Like basically we belong to them at this point, you know what I mean? So like I said, at the time I didn't know that, you know, the only person that you belong to is Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to your heart, mind, and soul, you're supposed to dedicate that to the Lord only. I didn't know anything about that. So I'm like a fool. I'm sitting up there reciting everything that this pamphlet is saying, you know, because the only thing that was on my mind was, okay, I'm trying to join, man. I'm trying to like go to these parties. I'm trying to like, like I'm trying to do all these different things. So I didn't think about none of that. So after we was done, that's when the process really began, and it was like maybe 2-3 months, and we saw stuff like we had to do like push-ups. Like it wasn't crazy. We had to do push-ups. It was still hazing, but we had to do push-ups, sit-ups, wall sits, and we was getting demoralized. We had to buy food, like little different stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was just, like I said, it wasn't really nothing crazy, really crazy that I saw while I was online. I think the craziest thing that I saw was when it initially started, like we was around that candle and we was just saying them oaths. Then when we got off the line, when it was time for us to cross, we had to go through that same process again. Like we had to get blindfolded, then we had to go back into the room, and then they had to pin us, you know what I mean? Then we had to say the oath again. Then this time we had to stand in a circle and we had to kneel, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when we had to recite like a song and do all these different things, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, at the time, God didn't reveal himself to me until maybe later on, a little bit after I crossed. That's when I started seeing little videos and I started seeing people like coming out saying they was denouncing their fraternity and sorority, and I ain't paying no mind. But do you mind if I talk about the D9 one? That's where I saw the crazy stuff at.
Yeah, you can talk about that. So that's, you was about to cross into that?
Yeah, I was interested. Like I was getting pre-pledged.
Okay.
I was getting pre-pledged, and the name of the fraternity, I'm gonna go ahead and say it was Kappa Alpha Psi. I was trying to join that, and like they had us buying food, and they was like they got like the little cane, you know, the cane they walk around with. They was beating us with that. Like they was like I remember we was like in a line from like shortest to tallest or whatnot, and we had just got done buying these dudes food, like, you know, and I remember the one, and I still tell my friend that to this day, because I felt like that was funny to me, but it was crazy at the same time. So this dude, like we forgot the napkins, right? We forgot the napkins. And the dude, he's sitting there licking his fingers, you know, after he done got done eating chicken. And then he didn't have a napkin to wipe his hands with, so he walked up to me. I had on a plain white shirt, and he wiped his hands like on my shirt, right? Then after that, he took the same dude. He took a beer bottle, and then he was like, "What you gonna do if I pour this on your head?" I didn't say nothing because what can you say in that moment, right? So he just poured it on my head, right? And then after that, we had to take like a biscuit from Popeye.